Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Night Teeth. It's a movie starring a, a couple of people, and a dude, and Theon Greyjoy. Alrighty, so as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with the furry, there isn't any. Moving on. So, this movie is, and they give this to you in the opening crawl, basically. But like, it's a world where vampires exist, but for this one little section of like LA, they came to a truce with the humans there. We're like, you don't hunt us, and you'll let us do what we want. So shockingly, they have a lot of power and money, and they're just happy with their situation. But somebody's broken the truce. Oh, and so yeah. And so the guy that we mainly follow is driving around limo, a nice SUV with two vampire chicks in the back, and they're going around to places. So what I would say about this plot is that it's like if somebody this movie in general is like if they took Collateral, the movie Collateral, and John Wick, and then some type of romance film, and just was like, boop, there we go. So yeah, like literally the plot for Collateral is, Jamie Foxx's character is is a cabbie who was supposed to be totally unaware of them going around, of Tom Cruise's character going around and killing a whole bunch of people. They finds out early on, and so then that's the rest of their adventure. I'm gonna call it an adventure. Just go with me on that. And in this movie, this guy is supposed to be none the wiser, and then he finds out early on that they're going around and doing vampire things, so that's the rest of their adventure. Yeah, and then in terms of John Wick, this movie feels like it was shot or directed by, or maybe like the director of photography or whatever, was by the guy who did John Wick. Because the excellent camera angles and then the ambiance and just the lighting from everywhere, it's like this whole movie was just like, you remember that really awesome nightclub scene from John Wick 1? Yeah, that guy does the whole movie. So it's awesome. Like the camera angles, the lighting, all that is really awesome to see. The thing where it lost me is that, like I said, there's that romance plot is in there to poop. If you just believe that a kid who has no reason at all to help these vampires that are clearly, definitely, based on the information he has, going to kill him. If you just go with the fact that he's like, sure, yeah, she's hot enough, I'm going to save her, even though that's not one of their, like, listed powers, then yeah, this movie is kind of fun to watch. But if you can't get over that hump of just like, yeah, I'll buy that, then this whole movie's going to annoy the shit out of you. So, I was sort of able to get over that hump because the whole rest of the plot of the movie is kind of, that's a little bit of the crux of it, but the whole rest of the way the movie was shot and the acting and everything else was really well done. I will say that, I made a lot of John Wick references, but this movie, there were a couple, I'm going to call them fight scenes or shootout type things, not John Wick level there. Still entertaining enough, but like there's not as many fight scenes as John Wick by any means, and they aren't quite as entertaining. I'm not saying they're bad, but like you don't judge John Wick fight scenes with other movies. You judge John Wick fight scenes with John Wick movies. So this, for just general fight scenes of movies, was fine. It accomplished its goal. It's fine. So yeah. So I enjoyed this movie. I was entertained by it. I liked the take on vampires, although I do feel like they were a little overpowered versus the humans hunting them. I was like, I feel like you have them super duper powered when you need to, and then like, but not so much when it's convenient. So, I will say that Theon Greyjoy, the actor or whatever, funnily enough, also in John Wick, he plays like kind of a badass dude, and I bought it. I believed it. Like, I know you're like thinking like, really, Theon Greyjoy's a badass. The dude from John Wick, like that guy's the badass in this. But no, trust me, he pulls it off. It's great. So, other than literally having Theon Greyjoy's face, everything else about him, like he radiates that energy that he needs to. So good for him. I hope he gets more roles that show that he can be something other than a fuck up. So yeah, I would say overall, watch this movie. You're probably gonna have a good time, but you can definitely skip unless you're a super fan of the John Wick lighting with a little bit of romance and yeah. So I had a good time. I think you probably have it on in the background, listen to it, or see the things that you would like with the pretty lights and all that jazz. But yeah, I think you're gonna have a good time if you can get over that hump. Alrighty, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you the next one. Bye.